dangerous. But Miller, I was... Now, I would appreciate it if you could... Reach, Clearfell. Find...
Clearfell could be in danger. I'd best hurry. This might be just what I need. What power! Braddock, is that you?
Dang. Oh, shit.
Stay back! Don't do this!
What'd they do? Buff this fucker? My god, that swing is crazy. Oh shit.
Tempered by victory. I'm sorry, Braddock. It was me, or you.
Helton, please come inside.
Can you enter? Dude, is Standard League this laggy? Said failed to join instance. Whoa. Bro, what? What is going on? Okay, there it goes. Jesus, dude.
Father!
Where have you... It's a... Because there's a beast. Now, if you could...
The Count must die for what he has done to us.
Welcome to the... I know you must... I fear... Sorry, welcome. I know...
How can I help? If you find a bun down there, bring it back.
Wow. None of our currency transferred over. And I think it's because of this. That sucks. Bro, what is going on with this? Failed to join instance. Dude. And it didn't save me pulling any of this out. Most of our items are gone. All of our essences are gone. It doesn't transfer any of my shit on console. It doesn't transfer anything over to Standard League. I think this is a big fucking issue for me. It's a mirror and all of our divs gone. Because we've given away our divs every other league. All of our tiered currency is gone. But it is going to be a fucking wild. Oh, our gold transfers. How much is that? 340 million? It's not bad.
How can I help? Now that'll keep you alive. That will till next time.
Money, dude.
Hello. Sure, I'll take it off your hands. Later.
I just like looking at items in the shop
Yes.
when you first start, just to see if this run would have been like super easy. 'Cause this, well, just like that, we have a black Black braid. Bro, I am so... I don't remember... Buttons, there we go. I've been playing D2 so much that I don't even remember what the fucking buttons are for this. That's why I needed to do a run. If I didn't, I was gonna be fucked. But man, I am really looking forward to trying face breakers out. I'm not 100% set that the build is going to actually work.
How deep does it go?
I have like... One second. No, bro, this fucking dude... This dude just gave me black braid. Like, I was in town and I could not... It just kept kicking me and then saying failed to join instance. And then I rejoined and this guy just decided to fucking give me black braid. So... I mean, if it was a league start and someone gave me black braid, that counts. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I was so thrown off by the black braid, I forgot to get bone shatter. You don't know that they won't, though. You know what I mean? Like, I got painters on my fucking first drop in the... When they did the first ever race for hardcore solo self-found. Actually, just so you know, I'm not fucking kidding. Just so you know. This is the Act 3 Kill Race 1 League. Oh. It won't let me migrate the character? Well, this fucking... You can... If you look right there, those are painters, okay? Yeah, dude, I was gonna race on a Sork. Because I'm a fucking gangster.
Twisted it into a nightmare.
Well, I got off work and the race had already started, like 45 minutes, and somebody was already out of Act 2. So I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. What's up? Cryptolo in the house. No, the new league isn't out. I'm just doing a quick little practice run. Or not even so much doing a chant shard. Oh my god, RNG, carry me. Look at these boots. I tell you what I'm gonna miss is the league mechanic from Fate of the Vow giving you like guaranteed fucking currency to upgrade your items through the campaign. Why are you not heavy stunned? Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing this league start not as hardcore serious as the previous ones. Saturday I'm gonna take some time off when the UFC fights start. Oh wow. That was cool. Whoa.
It seems no one is safe.
Yeah, when the UFC fight starts Saturday, I'm gonna
There'll be no place
hop
to
off
chill.
and watch those with the missus. Honestly, I don't know. I haven't even looked into it. I just know there's fights, and here, I'll tell you. Song Yadong fights, and that guy is a fucking powerhouse. That is a tiny, angry man. Honestly, it's a bunch of people I don't really know other than that. Oh my god, get fucking carried, bro. Yeah, the next one is supposed to be, or whenever the White House card is. I don't know.
These were not my ancestors, but I still...
June 15th, yeah. They've been having fights like every weekend. It's pretty nice.
Yes, I like to hold on to bits and pieces. Any that catch your eye? Oh, I like this one. Stay safe if you can.
Well, we have uniques at least. No new ones, but we have uniques.
Now this one, if you find it on
Yeah, McGregor is going to be fighting Max Holloway. It's going to be a fucking banger. Absolute banger.
Can't wait!
I think McGregor I don't want to say the money changed him, but I think the notoriety that came with it. I think it was just the fact that he went from being, well, no, I'm I'm convinced that he had to. He no longer was hungry to fight, and after seeing that paycheck, he was only fighting for money, so he like turned heel to sell pay-per-view gates in order to make more money instead of being like the humble, disciplined fighter that he was. And I think he got addicted to that fame and then to cocaine. And can't nobody tell me nothing. That guy is chotched out of his fucking mind. You can't. If you think he's not, then you've never done cocaine. Yeah, he's definitely on some of that Peruvian flake for sure.
What? Who is that?
But I think Max Holloway throttles him. There's too many variables in the fight game. And when you've been sitting on a yacht doing fuck all and you haven't been training, your gauge of distance, your timing, all those things are off. And I'm going to imagine it makes it to round 2, maybe round 3. McGregor's going to get tired. He's going to throw something and he's going to get countered, and it maybe it doesn't knock him out, but because he's so tired, he doesn't stay up. And then he gets TKO'd. He gets finished. If I had to put money, it would be round 2 TKO if I was a betting man. Yeah, that is kind of weird that Aldo didn't get a rematch. What up, Zayjin? Yeah. We're in the disc, baby. Yeah, I would. Oh, fuck me. Hold on, what the fuck? Hello. Mic check. Sajin, can you hear me? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm right here. Of course it was you. Rip. Yeah, but Aldo not getting a rematch was fucked. Yeah, he was nasty. Yeah, I think the main thing is if he was fighting like Pride style rules, I don't know if he would have lost. Cause he's just soccer kicking you in your fucking dome piece and you're dead. Uriah Faber? Yeah. People they if they haven't taken those leg kicks, it hits different. Like, and that guy's leg kicks already hit different. we had a we had a fighter like that coming out of our gym. His name was Jefferson Smith. He was my main sparring partner's brother, and he was blind in one eye. But this motherfucker was made of adamantium, bro. Like, I remember one time I was dude, because you know obviously how I got my nickname. I was talking shit, and I was just talking so much shit to him at a at an event. We weren't even at practice, and he just started fucking like shadow boxing, and he like lightly tapped my shins with some leg kicks, and I was like, why did that hurt? Like the dude was made of like something else. I'm gonna send you the video of the only pro fight he ever had, because after the fight, the doctor checked his eyes and realized he was blind in one eye, and he was suspended indefinitely, lifetime ban from the sport. But his only loss was to the as an amateur was to the guy he fought as a pro, and I thought he knocked that guy into the shadow realm, like was never coming back.
I would ask.
Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna send it to you right now. I'm gonna put a link to it in the fucking chat too, for everybody. Jesus Christ. Oh, it better not have got taken off YouTube. Apparently you can't. Oh, here it is. I thought maybe you couldn't show murders on YouTube. Let me find the timestamp here. It's at like 3:40 or something. Yeah, like 3:42. Holy fuck. I've never heard a crowd go from cheering to like, is that guy okay? Like, there's the link in the chat.
Friendly's gonna. Bye.
The one in the silly trunks. Oh my god. If this was League Start, oh my god. Fucking tri-res evasion armor.
Spirits and
Yeah, I mean, it was a good fight, but his, like, you can see if you watch the whole fight, you can see at times he circles and he runs into the cage because he can't see it. But at 340 is when the knockout happens. He gets fucking destroyed. Like, disgusting. Zip him up! Oh my god, I never found the fucking waypoint for this area. Oh my god, what a fucking scrub run, dude. What a noob run. I should be in fucking like the hunting grounds by now. But this is why we do practice runs. Oh, and we're heavy stunned. We're getting our fucking dick sanded. Bombs. Yeah, I'm showing him a video of a guy that used to fight at our gym. His problem was he had a severe alcohol problem, and he never thought he would fight again.
What happened here?
Yeah, but he never thought he would fight again, and we found a way to fake his fucking eye exam,
Now the others.
and they said, "Oh, we got a rematch for you with the guy you lost to," and he's like, "Yep, taking that." Oh no, Killa's out, but he's not the same. His eye's completely fucked. It's white. His eye's white now.
He's unconscious. Stay safe if you can.
He didn't even recognize me until I mentioned who I was, and then that motherfucker. Bro, this dude was telling stories about when we robbed fucking Pierre's. I think the statute of limitations is up for that. I think I can talk about that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, allegedly. It was, his memory's a little fucked up. Yeah. Because, like, Pierre's is like a bunch of bars inside bars. Oh, yeah, you seen it? Just keep watching. He doesn't move. Oh, it's gone.
The wound only by the green. Stay safe if you can.
Wild.
If the face.
Little globber.
The old magic still thrive. The way's open.
But bro, that fight, it wasn't the main event. It was like 2 more fights after that, and it sucked the energy out of the place. Because in Ohio, I don't know how it is in other places, but they only have one EMS, like one like ambulance, and you can't start the fights until the ambulance is back. And they couldn't get that guy to wake up. So it was like an hour before another fight started. Like once they got to the hospital and got him in a room, he woke up. Oh, bro, it was wild. Like, that was the hardest I've ever heard someone get punched in person. Well, the second hardest. That dude that got knocked out in the crowd. I remember there was a title fight going on in the light heavyweight division, and all of a sudden the fighters stopped and they started pointing outside the cage, and you heard this guy's head thump off the concrete. And the cops were like reaching out to people on Facebook to try and find the guys because the guy was in a coma for 3 days. Okay. Okay, I'm getting my fucking dick sanded here. Bro. Bro. Bro, I'm about to die. I care. I'm out of potions. Yep. Nope. Not yet. Yep. There it went. Bro, I don't know why the density was so high there. There's like 10 magic mobs and then just chaos shit everywhere. And I'm even on like a kind of fairly twinked build. There's more fucking magic mobs. Yeah, I definitely do. I'm actually not, but I haven't upgraded any of my shit. Yeah, yeah, you can, but I don't, I always forget to do it. Yeah, you're right. I should be doing that. I was, because for some reason my rolling slam is like not heavy stun buildup with the first slam for some reason. Like it's no, it's hitting them. It's just not. Oh my fucking god! Oh my god! All right, yeah, we're getting rid of this.
One of my... If you find a bone... So... Hey, I should have asked for more. Sure, I'll take it off the net. Enjoy.
There we go. Can we hit melee skills on this? Nope. I mean, the damage is far better, though, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good, yeah. Pretty good.
How can I help? Might make good scrap.
One league, I dropped a fucking lead and great hammer with like 100-something% fizz with flat and some bullshit mod on it. It was rare. It had like 2 bullshit mods. I exalt slammed, Fizz accuracy split, exalt slammed 3 or 4 to melee skills. I can't remember. It was like 450 damage at level 30, like 34. It was a leaden great hammer. It was, dude. I just swapped to Sunder and just mangling bosses. Loved every minute of it. The problem with two-handers sometimes is you do too much damage. Well, oh.
My venomous! That's the wandering druid!
Oh, wait.
Hammer and anvil!
Okay, I tried canceling Bone Shatter, and it didn't do it that time. Okay, it did it when he's not primed for heavy stun. Damn, that was a much longer animation than it should have been.
How many more will I have to kill?
Storm Rune. Okay, again, it put that in the wrong thing.
Steel yourself!
Augmentation. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's gonna be interesting. Bow builds are about to be absolutely fucking broken. Like, absolutely fucking broken.
Quickly! My family has been abducted! That I will gladly honor this request.
Okay, I'm stuck. There we go.
Hammer and anvil!
Oh, that's why. I forgot to fucking upgrade my flasks. Dude, it's not letting me cancel. There it goes.
Steel yourself!
I'm glad they also removed the contains identified items. Oh shit. Oh my god, the density is crazy. Great. Why is it not hitting the fucking guy? Thank you. Bro, we've been having all sorts of problems with this right now. Wouldn't let us load into the instance for fucking ever. It won't let us. It's like lagging so bad. It won't let me cancel the animation sometimes. Get my iron ring. Nope. Okay, same difference.
Touch this! I will put the Eternals back in their graves.
Definitely gonna be big face breaker. Big face breaker build. I'm really hoping that unarmed damage affects shouts, because if it does, shouts, well, first off, I'm really hoping that corrupting cry scales well. Really.
Face me!
Now that they're changing it from scaling with your strength to scaling with the gym level, it's gonna be huge.
Your cruelty was immortalized in song, Asinia. Your end.
I mean, I'll take that for the movement speed. Well, what an unfortunate layout.
This place has not been abandoned.
Yeah, I still don't know what skill I'm gonna use to kill bosses. That's what. See, that's the only thing I can like logically think of is totems and maybe like shot like shockwave totem early. Yeah. And then because of the attack speed and then scaling with like jagged ground with earthquake, like tossing some earthquakes down and just popcorning that bitch. And then obviously I think Sunder would probably Sunder or Rolling Slam depending on which one feels better in the ancestral warrior totem. But alternatively, I I do have a fucking crazy plan with using the fucking iron grasp in a rune, tossing that bitch into my armor. But you would have to find a way to scale like different forms of defenses because it just would not work. You don't have a shield. No. Are those not actually in the tree? The fucking keystone passives that Iron Grasp gives? Yeah. I was trying to look at them without having to see the item. Yeah. But the reason I was curious is because they're okay. Iron. Okay, they both have it. No inherent bonus from strength. I didn't know if just the spell damage one had it, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with your strength stacking with face breakers, so that just wouldn't. It just doesn't seem like it would fucking synergize very well. Oh, not even close. I mean, you're gonna have like 900 strength, so you're gonna be losing 1,800 life. That's a lot. Now, if you can get The what's up, Rum? Thanks for hitting that like button, baby. But if you can get that one jewel that makes your strength give percent energy shield, then maybe you could just go energy shield. But then you're going to be losing some strength so that you can equip the bases. Or maybe you use, I mean, I guess you could go mind over. Oh my god. That actually might be crazy. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I was curious, but I thought because it has a like a cast speed difference, I was like, well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if it doesn't cost anything, but I didn't think about Archmage. So it's just like a permanent gain extra damage as lightning for no cost. Zero difference. Like, what? Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's why there are people far smarter than me that come up with builds. Oh my god. Motherfucker almost one-shot me.
Your name has long been maligned in Draven.
I still think the number one most broken build will be any bow build using Ironbound as a fucking rune. Period. No, it doesn't. You don't. Who gives a fuck about the percentage? Like, even if it's a 30% chance for it to come back, that's just straight increased damage. Now you got a bow that deals like a 900 DPS bow having arrows deal double damage. Yeah, we're going to be league starting warrior, baby. Giga Chads unite.
Those bastard Eternals! I must make them pay! I must make them...
Yeah, you can't expect anything different here, baby. League start warrior every trip. Spellcasters, bullshit. Dog shit, unplayable class. Well, we're going to be doing, oh my god. We're going to be doing, oh my god, face breakers, but we're not going to be doing, like, a face breakers attack-based build. We're going to be trying to scale strength and trying to scale the unarmed damage with the strength for shouts like Corrupting Blood. But if that sucks, which it might, then we're going to find a different way to use it. Probably going to use totems for single target damage. Oh my god, he's spamming the fuck out of this. Okay, he's spamming the fuck out of my rage burns. His rage certainly burns.
Hunt with the first one.
But,
old man.
and if the totem variant of it sucks, then we'll figure something else out. We're going to use face breakers regardless, no matter what. Unless face breakers in general do not scale and nothing works, then we might keep the same gear, strength stacking, try and find that one-handed mace that deals fire damage based on your strength, and then go some sort of build with that.
Ready? Go on then.
Dude, because I thought about it, right? What if there's a way that we can scale our mana like if there's a way to change like the strength giving you life to giving mana or something. And then using that fucking cold mace where it adds cold damage equal to 10% of your mana as a rune in the fire mace that scales damage based on strength, and it then the cold mace converts all your fire damage to cold damage. So then you just get all that as cold damage. Then you can run fucking Herald of Ice. But I don't think there's, I could be wrong, but I don't think there's a way to do it. At least not yet. But yeah, Perfect Strike is. He said, "I've always wanted." I didn't get to read the whole comment here. I've always wanted to make Perfect Strike, but damn that skill. It can be good. Yeah, like the boss damage on it's definitely good for single target. But I'm definitely upset that none of my items transferred because I had a bunch of different gear sets that I was testing numbers for. But this is basically going to be the build moving forward. Smithikatava. If we go with an attack build, the thing is about face breakers, I don't know if they can crit. Because your crit chance well, but the skills don't have base crit, right? They're based on your weapon's base crit chance. Spells have innate crit chance, but the mace skills don't. And there's no crit value on the gloves. So, the reason I say that is because we're going to be stacking strength. So then we can use nimble strength, which gains accuracy rating equal to our strength, and then we anoint on our amulet 1% increased attack speed per 400 accuracy rating. And we go over to Resolute Technique to double our accuracy rating. And that gives us attack speed. So if we're just basing this on let's put punch on our bar so we don't have a weapon. This is how fast we would be attacking roughly. And that's with fucking no support gems in. So if we take this godforsaken weapon off and then the support gems go to punch, and obviously you can get accuracy nodes like this, increased accuracy, and you can get increased accuracy, increased dex, increased attack speed. But this is the problem with the build, is your gearing is going to be so specific with face breakers. I don't think, maybe on a ritualist and maybe on a Smithic Atava, you could make a face breakers build. Other than that, I don't think you'll be able to survive. Because you're not going to be able to cap your resistances, period. You're just not going to be able to. Well, assuming that the damage is only good if you have like 900 plus strength. Now, if you can get decent damage and kill like tier 2 or 3 pinnacle bosses with 600 strength, oh, well, I just don't even think with Titan you would be able to make the build work, because in order to like max the build out, you're gonna want an amulet kind of like this, but with melee skills. So your all attributes is gonna be gone off this. So we're gonna have less strength, but you're gonna want either tier 1 all ats or tier 1 strength with percent strength and melee skills, because the melee skills on your amulet is going to be the only place you get them. You cannot get them anywhere else because you can't use a weapon. You can't use gloves with melee skills. So that's going to be one of your biggest damage increases, is getting a melee skills amulet. And you're going to want strength on your rings. So you can't get any resistances on your amulet. You're going to have, at best, 2 resistance slots on each ring. So 2 suffixes there. 2 suffixes on your helmet. 2 suffixes on your belt and your boots. Now, if you're doing a different build like Titan, then you can use it on you would have 2 on your armor too. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That is the exact number of suffixes if every suffix for your elemental resistances are tier 1 perfect rolled to cap your resistances in the end game. Well, I'm not saying socket nothing but strength, but that's if you're not going to use any unique runes, if you're not going to use any iron runes, you're not going to use, like, that's no resistance sockets, but I'm saying, like, there's 100 more cool runes coming. You're not going to want to put resistance runes this league in anything. You're not going to want you're not going to want to in the end game. I'm not saying that you won't have to, but I'm saying that you won't want to. And that's a whole, and that was my point. And now if the damage isn't good enough, now you need all attributes on your rings. You still need armor applies to elemental damage on all of your item slots, or at least 2. You need to hit at least 80%, and then you can cover the rest in your passive tree. So now you're down to like 8 suffixes, which is 4 less than you need. So then you would have to socket resistance in, and even in 3 pieces that have extra sockets, that's barely enough socketable resistance to cover the deficit. Yeah, each socket is 18. But chaos is still 11. So you're going to be socketing chaos res because, well, you're going to have higher rolls of the LE. Like you might be able to cap 3 resistances, but you're not going to cap 4 resistances. It's not going to happen. But on a ritualist, you would have an additional ring, and you would have increased effect of your rings. So if you got like all res and chaos res and strength on one ring, and then all res and lightning res on one ring, and all res and cold res on one ring, then you could make it work. But the gear is going to be so fucking hyper specific with face breakers because you're at such a deficit with losing 3 gear slots. And the fact that you're basically using a 200 damage weapon, so you have to, like, to even be remotely competitive, you have to have 700 strength minimum. And you're losing 9 or more to melee skills, because 5 and 5 if you're dual wielding plus 2 on the gloves, or 5 and 2. So like between 7 and 12 to melee skills you're losing, on top of you're losing hundreds of DPS in weapon damage. It's going to be a huge deficit to make up. But if we're going
back to the forge with this one.
The max you can get for melee skills on an amulet in a perfect world is 4 if you sanctify the amulet to go up 1. So you can get 3, and then you can sanctify it and make it 4. But the idea that I had, and I don't know if it works because we still don't know how the runes work, but my boots would have increased effect of socketed items like this. And I would take these boots and take the flat block chance off of them in a rune and socket it. And hopefully, because like the boots aren't that powerful and the effect isn't that powerful, they don't just give you a percentage of it, they just give you the flat 10. But I don't think they're going to do that. I think it'll be somewhere between like 5 and 8. And then you'll pop this block chance on. And if the increased effect works, you'll have a base of 16. Oh yeah, we're going, if we're pure shouts here, gotta take this shit off. Oh, what'd they do? Change this? So we're at 19% with 10. But that's 30. Oh. What the fuck? This isn't changed? That's right. These aren't changed. So these are all block chance now. All these nodes are block chance. So this would be 30, 60, 90% block chance. And then we would take these nodes instead of the attributes. That'd be 100. It'd be 112, 122, 132, 144, 154. So we would have like 150% block chance increase of 16, which would be 32. Wait, no. I'm tripping. That'd be 41. 40.4? 40.4% block chance? If that math, let's see if that math checks. $40.64. So we would maybe 41% if it rounds up. So we would have 41% block chance with no shield. Be totally worth it. But I doubt it works that way. I doubt they're going to give us the fucking gravy on the biscuit and let it be flat 10%. And I don't know if the increased effect is going to work on it. But it does say of socketed items, so maybe. Well, and like I said, what you could do is you could use the accuracy stacking, and then there's a way to remove these Iron Grip and Iron Will, which gives spell damage per strength and projectile damage per strength. And then you can use... Do I have one? I don't. You can use the Crown of Eyes, which basically makes your spell damage also attack damage. The problem is you get no inherent bonus from strength, so you would need a Heart of the Well. No, what are those? What's the fucking ones? They're like the Heroic Tragedy, but they're the desecrated kind, I think. Where it changes the bonus you get from strength to maximum energy shield. And then you could like stack energy shield instead of life. So you could use like an ES base, and then you could imprint this on the ES base in a rune. And then your strength would be giving you projectile damage, spell damage, and that spell damage would give you attack damage, and then your strength would be giving you accuracy, and that accuracy would be giving you attack speed, and then you could just use Molten Blast because it's a projectile, and you can just be fucking Molten Blasting. Like Jazarus has a build where he did basically just that with I forget what character. Maybe it was a Huntress. Maybe it was a. I can't remember what the fuck it was. Deadeye, maybe? Pathfinder, maybe? One of them. I don't fucking know. Regardless, you can check his fucking build out. It'll be basically the same exact thing, but I would definitely do it on a Smithikatava. Because then you only have to worry about getting fire res. And you just, like, sure, not great. Not great res. But you could use just like a white ES base and then socket that in. Maybe get a 30% quality quad socketed Vile Robe. I don't know. That might give you a decent amount. And then you're already going to be up here anyways, so then you could get the increased armor and energy shield from equipped body armor, which would give you a pretty significant chunk. Assuming this stays the same. This might have changed too. I can't remember if Ancient Aegis is the same or not. It could be cool though. And also, we don't know what all the new skills are. All the new Kalguran runic skills. So there could be some attack-based skills in there that would be good for face breakers too. I mean, I don't fucking know. It's all up in the air at this point. That's why I wish fucking Patch was here already, dude. Tired of theory crafting. I don't want to theory craft. I just want to fucking dive in. I want to be pelvis deep in it. Yeah, that's what I was actually just talking about was the new runes. Like I'm probably going to be using the Legion Stride on my build, taking that block chance and putting it on my boots. Since I can't have a shield. Oh, I'm sure that those uh what the Alder's Legacy, I'm sure they're going to be like fucking 100 divine on trade. Yeah. But that's not going to matter because we're going to figure out how to farm them. I'm assuming through expeditions or something. Or, yeah, right? Isn't that where they come from? And that was our favorite farm anyways, so. And now it got way cool. Expedition got way fucking cool. The coolest. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. What the fuck was that thing called? Eldritch Battery. I don't know how the fuck we would get all the way over there. But imagine that, Seijin. Converting your energy shield to mana. So you strength stack. You get one of those fucking jewels that makes your strength energy shield. You run energy shield and mana on a prefix for everything. You run one of those fucking one-handed maces that give you fire damage per 5 strength or whatever. Use that unique rune that converts 10% of your maximum mana to cold damage and converts your fire damage to cold damage. And you run Mind Over Matter with Eldritch Battery. And you have like 4,500 mana. So that's 450 fucking flat cold with all that fire damage. Dude, it could be good. It could be expensive, but it could be good. Oh, is that fucking that weird looking? Yeah, that weird looking bull. There it is. Crit chance and Eldritch Battery. I mean, it's not doing much for you by ways of defenses, for sure. For sure, that's not doing you any favors. It's an ES helmet. I don't know. It's the visage of Aya. Yeah. But how the fuck do you know what if it's one of those or not? by looking at an item. Yeah. But I'm saying, like, without looking up what ones are, why is there not just something that tells you this is an Ezomite, this is a Kalgoran? You know what I mean? Like, make them a different shade of orange. A certain shade of green. Tough crowd, no Incubus fans. All right. My fault. My fault. All right, there we go. Thank you, somebody. Jesus Christ. Brandon Boyd not good enough for you guys? Could have been a fucking GQ model. Yeah, I mean, my console is gonna be hurting, bro. Like, if I'm playing in a party, I'm sure someone is gonna be playing like a Spark spell totem build for sure. What is gonna be the most meta build? I wonder. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, Spirit Walker Twister looked fucking nutty. That, yeah, yeah. No, it's like the equivalent of that fucking D4 shout build. Just a fucking piano. Just fucking. Like, but, that dude got to tier 15 maps in 4 hours and 10 minutes with Twister. Start on the beach to tier 15 map clear. 4 hours. Did he have gear? Wow, he must have had some fucking serious RNG then. Bro, to get to tier, like, to get to tier 15 maps without trading, without, I don't know. I didn't see if I'm sure he died. But, like, to do it in, like, how we've been playing, no trading, hardcore, there's, yeah, you would, no, you would not, like, that's not happening. A 4 hour campaign run in hardcore is insane. It is crazy. 4 hours to get to tier 15 maps? Suck my dick. That's not happening, dude. Yeah, 60 hours hack 2. Bro, that's the thing is, I it baffles me every league that the things that are already strong, they seem to somehow encapsulate the patch notes as a nerf, and then the week of the patch there's information released that it's like, oh, Fub Gun wins again. Like, oh, we nerfed bows, but we're gonna double their damage. So yeah, they do 20% less damage times 2. Yeah, I guess. I wanted to start that build so bad. No, I can't. If Kaltorak's starting it, he's already got a build guide and shit out. Yeah, I know. Cause I had the idea first. Not like he did it way different than I would have though. He definitely did. I'll give him that. But it's just crazy because like he and our play styles, each league have been very similar. Like we both played Thorns for a while, and then I think he went to Shield Skills for a little bit. Oh no, it was Wind Dancer. We both started playing Wind, and it's like every time something I see, I'm like, that's what I want to play. It's like Kaltorax is playing the same thing. And I'm like, God, I want to start it, but I just don't want to seem like a fucking glazer. You know what I mean? Like I just don't want to seem like I'm crazy, dude. I would say that if you're gonna league start mercenary, and I do appreciate that you wanna watch the warrior playthrough, but if I were to give any suggestion to somebody starting a mercenary, it would be as soon as you hit Act 2 and do your trial, go tactician, allocate supporting fire, and just breeze through the game. Then respect to martial artist or whatever or wait, no, martial artist is monk. Gemling. I don't know why I said martial arts, but respect to Gemling or what. Even though the Gemling thing, at first glance, I was like, oh my god, that's going to be broken. Then after reading it, like that runic armor shit, dog water. It gives you these bonuses, but if you get hit, they go away. No. Uh, maybe I'm wrong. Damn, I can't read a fucking thing on here. What is it called? Virtuous barrier. Okay. Okay, I can't find a fucking screenshot of it. Oh, here it is. Lose a random mote when you are hit. But you gain a random mote every 2 seconds. I don't know. Maybe it's better than I think, but I have a couple of playthroughs in hardcore group found with tactician, like 6 of them. So if you go back and you watch those playthroughs, you can see just how fucking easy just using supporting fire, and if you're really greedy, you can just allocate a bunch of fucking minion nodes and throw in muster, and you gain all this extra damage per fucking minion. Actually, let's see. I might have one low enough level. I think I took all of his gear off. Well, I took the minion skills helmet off. What's up, my dude? Wait, did I not? Oh. I forgot I died on this one before we did our second ascendancy. I got fucking raped by Silver Fist. Totems could be good, but I'm still. Oh my god! Look at the RNG here, dude. Leaden Great Hammer, 101% increased physical damage. Let's just slam this and see what happens. Let's just see what our RNG could have been. Reduced addies. Fire. Attack speed. Okay, at least it didn't hit flat fizz and melee skills. So, what I would do, you could take supporting fire, and if you feel like tracking all the way over here to these nodes, these nodes, the command skills, you get increased damage with command skills for each different type of persistent minion. And then if you throw muster in it, it's like the same thing. It's like more damage per persistent different minion. Now, I don't have anything in this. I have no support gems in it, but you can use what's that? Bidding 3. I gotta think. Oh, we don't even have any tier 5 fucking support gems on here. But yeah, bidding 3 gives you 80% increased cooldown. So it's basically up as soon as it's done. Bidding 2 is tier 4. Muster is tier 3, I think. Yeah, Muster's tier 3.
Ready the artillery!
But you can just kind of do that. And if you, like I said, if you go minions and get like ranks to minion skills, it scales the damage so fucking ridiculously that it's like one-shotting white mobs and three-shotting rares. And then once you get a tier 5 support gem and put bidding 3 in it, it's basically permanently off cooldown. As soon as it's done, it's up again. It's so fucking ridiculous. I think Ancestral Totems is going to be a pretty good build, but I'm just not sold on it for face breakers yet. I'm hoping it's good, but I think Seijin's going the right route. Well, they kind of buffed totems a little bit. I know spell totems is going to be fucking broken. because like the ancestral warrior totem, I'm sure spell totem will get nerfed, but which will then vicariously nerf other totems just because of that interaction. Yeah, but they won't. They'll just make it cost something as a base and then. But like Ancestral Warrior Totem used to have like a built-in delayed attack animation, but now it's just 50% of your attack speed. So you can scale it better. Yeah, I'm assuming I haven't seen the build, but if I had to guess, it's something with a twister put down on top of a bell and someone snipes at the fucking twister in the bell and it hits the bell, hits the boss, and then all those projectiles hit the bell again. If that's not what they're doing, that's what they should be doing, and it's going to be even more broken. Yeah, I said the same thing, champ. There's so much content. Like, I, I think maybe hardcore blasters are gonna can. I don't want to say can farm everything, but can like complete the quest lines of everything in a relatively, you know, reasonable amount of time. But anybody that's playing under 5 hours a day, they might not see everything by the end of a 6 month league. I'm saying build the temple up to kill it Ziri, fucking do all the abyss, do all of the fortress, do all of the breach, do all those things. I'm gonna be heading out here in like 20 minutes to go pick my daughter up and getting off, but I appreciate you stopping out, man. And if I'm still here, I'm still here. If I don't see you, hope you have a good day, brother. I have a 100% male audience in the last 28 days. Not one of the fairer sex has even stumbled in here. That's crazy funny. We need more women in the chat, dude. I mean, the only one. Well, I can't say the only one. But I would say ironbound bow is a guarantee. That's going to be something that you'll easily be able to sell. I would say, and okay, and this is a shot in the dark. Well, trample toes is obvious. Svalin's obvious, but where the fuck? What's that? The bloodthorn. The bloodthorn quarterstaff. Shot in the dark, but as soon as I seen that you could get that, my immediate thought was blood mage stacking life for crit damage using a quarterstaff with that socketed in because it causes your hits to deal bleeding like it, so you don't have to invest in any bleed chance. It's just automatically all your hits do bleed damage, and then getting like a fucking crazy quarterstaff and crazy rings and just nuking bosses with bell. Just bell down and aggravate the bleed with a curse and fucking see ya. Quill Rain, I think, will be another one, because though it does give like less attack damage, it gives a crazy amount of attack speed. And I don't know what the percentages are going to be, because they definitely showed that there is a fluctuation of sorts. Some of them are like keystones, so I don't know how you would give a percentage of a keystone or like a percentage of culling strike, but it's possible. Maybe it'd be like an inverted keystone, so instead of it saying projectile damage per 2 strength, it's projectile damage per 5 strength, so it just doesn't give you as high as a percentage. I don't know. Wanderlust boots are going to be fucking crazy sought after, I would imagine. I cannot imagine a world where those don't get made into a rune. Or bushwhack. Bushwhack, physical damage is pinning on boots for bow builds, for all builds, every build that uses physical. Super good. They can't fucking move. And then Bone's favorite unique, that fucking or was it Bone that used that? It was a two-handed mace that guaranteed electrocute. All your damage contributes to electrocute. You can make that into a rune, so you could have like a crazy two-handed mace and fucking pop that in there and just electrocute everything. What the fuck is this unique? What is this gonna do? that fucking guarded helm that has like 19 modifiers on it, you pull that off as a rune? Is it just going to give you like one of everything? One armor, one energy shield, one accuracy, one max life, one max mana, one rarity, one crit chance. Like, that one confuses me. I would say the Smiling Knight, aggravate bleeding on targets you critically hit with attacks. That will be one people will want. Black Braid is going to be huge. Even if it gives like a low percent. I mean, like 33% of 150 of armor also applies to Ellie damage is still 50%. It is. No, they said it is the unique modifier of the item at certain values, limited to one. So you can only have one of them on your character. So, like, the Thorns boots will give you crit chance for Thorns. Maybe it'll give you Thorns damage and crit chance for Thorns, because I think those are one modifier, maybe. Basically, anything on the item that isn't a regular modifier is the thing that is going to be taken off, from what I understand. Because I watched a video by, oh my god, what the fuck is that guy's name? Dreamcore. And he had it in his description. He was curious about it, and then he posted what they confirmed in his description. I didn't see the confirmation thing, but I know that the Shout helmet is on there, and it is going to be hard for me to pick between the Shout helmet as a rune or the Block Chance boots as a rune. But if the Block Chance boots only give 50% of the value and you only get 5% base Block Chance, not worth investing in. I mean, sure, you could get like 15% Block Chance without a shield. But if the increased effect of socketed items works on boots, Trample Toes is going to be fucking goated. Because even if you only get 10%, now it's 13, that just helped your fucking shitty clear build to clear. Same with the Block Chance. Even if it's only 5%, you're still getting like 8%, which is like any percent more of Block Chance is always better. Also, every rage also grants 1% increased armor and the 1% increased stun threshold. Those are, you can get those uniques. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Horns of Bindin. The good one? No, 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 no. Um this is the armor one. The stun threshold one is, yeah, I don't think I have it. Yeah, I'm looking. This Keeper of the Ark. This useless dog shit ass unique that dropped from fucking Oroth is going to be goaded in a rune slot. 30% less damage from hits, 30% less damage over time, altering every 5 seconds. Goaded. Wild. Not a whole lot in way of gloves. See, that was the question. That was one of the many questions. If the socketed rune that you make from the unique is a variant of the unique, if you socket that rune into the unique, does it add to the value, or does one overwrite each other? Like, imagine the Iron Grasp, and you get on the armor, oh, almost that time, 1% projectile attack damage per 2 strength, but then the rune is like 1% projectile attack damage per 5 strength. So they're technically different. Would they stack? That's true. Fucking Chernobog's Pillar. That is insane. There's no way. I mean, that's got to be like 1% fire damage per 2 or 3% block chance. Yeah, still insane. But I'm saying, Nightfall, Strength Scale Fire Mace, Chernobog Socket. Wild. Wild. And there's still some that we don't know what they are. They're like new uniques that we just don't know what they are. Yeah, but there's like, they said there's 4 of them. See, this is what I don't understand. Yeah, I'm sure you can sell the rune once it consumes the unique. I don't know if you'll be able to do it on the if you'll be able to do it on the currency exchange. I'm sure you will, but there's a rune already, I think, that I saw in that video you sent me that grants druidic prowess. And then you can also take that from the unique that grants it. So it's like, that's just kind of like redundant to me, but life, what is that, life spring? Or, yeah, life sprig leeches 1% of maximum life when you cast a spell. That's probably going to be one that people are going to want. Blood mages. Wait, what the fuck is this? Sturley's Grit? Skills which empower an attack have a 14% chance to not count that attack. 113 to physical thorns damage per active protective rune. Maximum quality is 40%. What the fuck is that unique? It's a... It's a mace? It's a one-handed mace? Another one that's going to be absolutely nuts. Well, that too. I was thinking, what the fuck is it called? Why was I thinking that that one that gives you the guaranteed crit per endurance charge consumed was on this list? I thought it was. I don't know why I thought that. Well, and yeah, that's another thing. A lot of the uniques have changed, and we won't really know until we play what's going to be good. But also, I mean, Svalens is going to be crazy, bro, in a rune. If they're, I don't know how you do that in a way that that's balanced. Other than it, they would have to up the amount of damage you take from blocked hits. Because if it's based on the base you make the rune from, if it's at 0% and it's like 200% of whatever the base of the item is, it's still going to be 0. So there could be, I don't know, unless it's a fixed, like if you use this unique, it's fixed. It gives you X amount of the unique power. It's not based on the power that the unique already has. I mean, that would be an expensive ass rune to make, getting a 0% damage taken from blocked hits, and just to eat it, to turn it into a rune, to put it into a shield that you might upgrade, because then you're going to have to farm the temple, get an extraction chamber. But I think it makes it to where you can't take it out. I thought that was like the whole thing. Once you put the unique rune in there, it's in there. But if you can, the extraction chamber would be the way to get that back out. But all right, I gotta go. I gotta go pick my daughter up. It's been real. Peace. You already know what it is. You are enough. Stay blessed. And as always, stay mouthy. And we'll see you on the next one. Probably on the 29th. Peace.